Hello everyone, yes I am back. I'm back with some Forex analysis and insights. Today is the 22nd of March, Wednesday, and I know it's a late one. Been away for a few days. Was at Tony Robbins event to grow my mind. So let's get into it. EU on the daily as usual. You can see how we've closed with this big bullish candle that rejected what is quite an important area now, a daily order block. And let's go down into the intraday so we can have a better look at what happened today. So going to go over some previous price action. We had our 4-hour leg here. We were making quite a corrective pullback to it, and I was looking at this area for trades, for shorts possibly, against the trend, but we had swept liquidity here, and I expected it to come up to this 4-hour order block and either sweep it and possibly give us a move down for a day trade, or just break through like it has done. So now you could say we've got this new leg created today. So that would be a new 4-hour leg. I can remove this. It's not relevant anymore. We've came through, we took the liquidity points from here and still going strong. I'll go down onto the hourly. So just zooming out again, you can see I had this line here as liquidity, which has now been taken out. I was also looking for a move, possibly that would happen if this liquidity was taken, but news had other plans. You can see we had this massive spike today from all the USD news at 6 p.m. London time. So anyway, this was what we was creating going up here. So that's why I was looking for a possible short. We had actually built a trend line here, which you'll see better on 15 minutes. So once we came down here, took this liquidity of the lows, just an internal low, blasted up through that once again. Today again, we had swept some internal liquidity here, made a new 1-hour leg, pulled back barely to the discount of this 1-hour leg, got a strong little pullback for a second, and then continued up until news, right? So we'll have a closer picture on the 15M, but on the hourly you can see I drawn out this order block to get with a pro trend trade. Obviously it's best to trade with the trend, so I was hoping for a decent pullback. This could have been inducement, it could have come up and come back down. This would be a great area to look for an entry, or go down to the lower time frame and look for an entry to develop there. So just to speak about today a little bit. So typically Asia provided a range. It did here overnight. We came down at London Open normally, as normal. We swept the sell side liquidity, left this low here, but either way swept the sell side liquidity of this internal low and Asia low, and broke out to new highs. Now it didn't provide anything to get in to head for the highs or the previous daily high. So once London came and took this previous daily high, I was looking to see if there was any decent pullback short, even given it's got this buy side liquidity above it. You could possibly get a cheeky short down to here, because I was thinking it was going to come down to the 1-hour order block and then go, right? But it just came shy, just took some internal liquidity and went there. So London took the Asia low, and as usual when it does that, breaks the high, creates a new high. So London had a just nice bullish moves, no trades for me. And then once we got into the New York session and New York kill zone, you can see it had taken the London buy side liquidity and had a pullback there was nothing for me. I possibly missed a trade here, but I'll go over it in another video, because I also made a bad trade, so I want to go over that specifically. So yeah, nothing too exciting today. The best part about what's happened with today's price action is probably the fact that we've now come up into this daily POI. So this daily order block has now been entered. It closed out rejecting it, and also if we go to the DXY, we can see DXY is also in a daily imbalance, and swept some major lows, some major previous lows. So this is sell side liquidity here for DXY, right? So DXY is taking out these lows now, and it's left behind a nice juicy trend line to the upside, which is all going to contain liquidity for us. So going into tomorrow, oh, already got a trend line. No worries. So going into tomorrow, we could expect that DXY may have some sort of bullish reversal for the rest of the week, right? Today we can see it rejected this 1 hour order block after sweeping this sell side liquidity. I didn't expect that. I expected it to maybe go higher and take some more buy side liquidity, but you know, it's pro trend, it's with the trend, it doesn't have to pull back much. It's come back taking this 1 hour orb and just continued down. There was trend line liquidity down here as well, so I expected it to kind of do that, which is why I was even more of an idiot for my trade. Anyway, and that was news. So now that we are in these important zones and we've, you know, come into this daily area and rejected, we can have our eyes out for some structure to be created on these lower time frames, and we'll look for some sort of break of structures to the downside to see if we can get some shorts if it lines up well with the DXY. So we'll see what it does overnight. We'll see what patterns it leaves us. Let me just quickly adjust as the market's closed. Let's just adjust these. We have a new previous daily low, previous daily high. So these are good liquidity targets. I'll take off this previous weekly high because it's just in the way. So, you know, let's see what structure we make overnight. We may come and take this previous daily high before we do, you know, any more shorts for a pullback into, you know, these gaps here. It's left a big gap due to news, so expect this gap to be filled, and then we can make our moves and see what's going to be done. I believe that's the 1 hour leg for me at the moment, because it swept some internal liquidity and then went on to break the high. So I'll use that as the leg for now. We'll see what happens overnight, see what we wake up to. Of course, this is POI because of that massive reaction it's caused. So yeah, that's all from me. I'll be back with you shortly, providing many more videos. And if you liked it, subscribe. Why not?